What's up, guys? I'm Rico from the Achievement Hunter community, and this is Crysis 3. Crysis 3 is the newest game by developer Crytek, which follows the story of Prophet after the events of Crysis 2. He has been woken up from a long sleep where he wakes up to find a New York City that's been encased in a giant dome by Cell, so now it's up to him and his returning buddy from Crysis 1, Psycho, to try and put an end to Cell's evil plans. Now, you can't mention this game and not talk about the graphics at all. So I won't talk about the graphics too much because you've probably heard everyone just say nothing but good things about it. I will say though, the game does look immensely better on PC than it does on console. But don't worry, if you do end up getting it for the console over the PC, just know that you will get an amazing looking game. Just not as amazing as it would look on PC. Now, the gameplay, I feel it has a nice balance between Crysis 1 and Crysis 2. I mean, in Crysis 1 you had giant open level designs where you could just mix and match different playstyles and just really play around, and it really lent itself to multiple playthroughs, I thought, because of the way it was designed. Whereas in Crysis 2 you had more linear level design. They kind of pushed you down a corridor more, and you weren't really left to do much besides just to go down the path. Whereas in Crysis 3, they did a nice mix and match of giving you this nice, lush, open area in several levels, and then other levels have, closed, confined spaces where you go back down that corridor again, which is a good thing. You don't want to have too much freedom in the game, because it's overbearing at times. So I feel it was a nice mix between Crysis 1 and Crysis 2. Let's talk about some of the achievements on this list. Now, this game actually isn't that difficult, to be honest. It's actually less difficult than Crysis 2 in my opinion. I mean, the difficulty-based achievements in this game are World Saver, Bring It On, and Professional Superhero, which are to complete the campaign on any difficulty, veteran difficulty, and super soldier difficulty, and it's not that difficult if you just choose to stealth your way through the entire game. Although stealthing your way through the entire game isn't actually all that fun, to be honest, in my opinion. But who knows, you might have fun just being a stealthy ninja, silently snapping people's necks. But just remember, this game isn't actually all that difficult. So if you're just in it to buy this game for the achievements, this is a good game to get. Except for this next achievement, which I feel is a step back from Crysis 2, which is Breaking the Lore for 10 gamer score, which is to retrieve all Cell intel. This is a step back from Crysis 2 because in Crysis 2 they had collectibles, but you didn't have to collect all of the collectibles. You only had to collect 2 certain types, and you would actually get 2 different achievements for each type. Whereas with this achievement, you have to collect all the collectible types, but you only get 1 achievement for it, which is a step back. But with a game this fun and amazing, I probably won't even notice with my second playthrough trying to get these collectibles again. The multiplayer makes a return from Crysis 1 and Crysis 2. The multiplayer is more of a carbon copy over Crysis 2, whereas they took Crysis 2's multiplayer and just brought it over to Crysis 3 and, balanced things out and gave you more maps and stuff, where it's basically a DLC for Crysis 2's multiplayer, which isn't a bad thing. I thought Crysis 2's multiplayer was really amazing, so it's just more the same, more awesomeness. And the multiplayer achievements, they make a return, which I know not everyone's too excited about multiplayer achievements, but the multiplayer achievements for Crysis 3 are actually a lot easier than they were in Crysis 2. I mean, the 2 difficult ones that you're probably gonna have the hardest time with are going to be Bird of Prey and the Specialist for 15 gamer score and 30 gamer score respectively, which are Bird of Prey is to air stomp someone from a height of 15 meters, and the Specialist is to get a stealth kill, a rip and throw kill, and an air stomp kill in one match. Those are, like I said, those are going to be the most difficult ones. And of course, I have to add this one in. It's a clear reference to Skyrim, which is Arrow to the Knee for 20 gamer score, which is to shoot a Cell operative, I have to be more specific about that, in the knee. You can't shoot an alien as it won't count. So, in summary, Crysis 3 is an amazing game. You should definitely pick it up if you have the chance. So, that's it from me. I'm out. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to check out achievementhunter.com for more.